Tim X Moby by Erotic Eminem. Chapter 1. Dear Tim and Moby, how does sex work? From Fake Dick 666. Moby and Tim nervously glanced at each other. They both knew this question would eventually come, but they weren't ready for what would have to happen. Beep, beep, boo, boo. Well, kids, when a man loves a woman. Tim interrupted. Well, it doesn't always have to be a man and a woman. It can be a woman and a woman. Or a man and a robot. Moby looked back at Tim, and a bulge in Tim's pants was starting to appear. Moby noticed this, but he was nervous because he would have to use his Fat Dick 2000 strap-on, since he didn't have a proper penis, and his only hole was his mouth. Bleep, bleep. Tim? Tim coughs and turns back to the camera. So, men have dicks, and although they vary in size, most look like this. Tim unzipped his pants to reveal his skinny teen dick. Moby stared in horror as he stared at his best friend's dick. But what was even more horrifying was that Moby liked it. Beep, boop, boop, beep, bop, bloop. And this is what a black strap-on dick looks like. Moby opened a compartment located on his ass and pulled out the juicy, massive 11-inch strap-on dildo and put it on. Bloop, the Fat Dick 2000. Tim was taken aback by the size of it, but he started fantasizing about the dick going inside his poo hole. Poppy, he muttered, hoping Moby wouldn't hear him. But Moby has supersonic hearing, for Christ's sake, so of course he heard. To be continued. Moby, I didn't know you were this good, Tim moaned loudly. End of chapter 1. Tim X Moby by Erotic Eminem. Chapter 2. They both stared at each other's ding-dongs. Moby, I didn't know you had a dick. Moby was starting to feel aroused. Beep, beep, beep. What is this? He flipped a switch and the dildo made light white liquid. Tim moans as he saw this. It even comes? But anything for you. ... Poppy. Tim gasped. You did hear what I said earlier. Tim's erection got huge. Moby nodded and Tim was embarrassed. Tim coughed and looked at the camera intensively. So the dick goes inside a hole. Blip, blop, bleep, bleep. It can be a vagina hole, a hand hole, a mouth hole, or ... a butt hole. Moby licked his lips. Tim moaned and pulled off his shirt, which had an image of a penis sperming. Now we need a demonstration. Moby had been waiting his whole life. He watched Tim bend over and pull down his pants to reveal his gaping butthole. Moby beeped like beep, bloop, as he man-hoovered the fuck stick to the teen butt and slowest stuck it in. Now he just then Moby put the black stick into the hole and Tim gasped. Moby, it's so thick. Moby thrust her again and again and again. Now Tim was ejaculating out of his own dick. To be continued. Preview. Bleep. Moby. End of chapter 2. Tim X Moby by Erotic Eminem. Chapter 3. Pregnant. Moby kept thrustering even after Tim had come. Tim said, "Ow, Papa, it hurts." Moby kept thrusting until he flipped the switch and it came inside Tim. "Boo, Pop, that was real semen. You'll be pregnant soon." Tim gasped. He had always wanted a child, but he hadn't known it was going to happen so soon. "Papa, I'm going to be a papa." Moby pulled his whale-sized dick out of Moby, and Tim licked the strap-on until it was clean. Moby opened his butt compartment and put it back where it was supposed to be. Tim realized the camera was still recording, and he quickly regained his composure. "Well, kids, that is sex. When you have sex, you can get pregnant. But that's for a later episode. In around 8 months, we'll have that episode, and then show you birth." Moby turned off the camera and stared at Tim. Tim rubbed his belly and moaned. To be continued. Preview. "Moby, we can't have sex if I'm preg-bumped. The dick will poke the baby." End of chapter 3. Tim X Moby by Erotic Eminem. Chapter 4. Mobu, fuck me, I'm in labor. On today's episode, we will show pregnancy and how it's really sexy. Tim was 7 months pregnant, and his belly was huge. He talked to the camera while in the hospital bed thing. In girls, their boobs get bigger when pregnant, but in men, their dicks get bigger. Tom's sex flap was so long he could fuck his own ass. But Moby said, "Beep, boop, boop," meaning no, only I may come in your ass. So Tim didn't fuck his own ass. Moby and Tim were at the doctor to do an eye ultrasound. They didn't want to know the sex and they didn't want to assume the gender, but if it didn't have a dick, they were gonna send it back. The doc showed the monitor to them and then really had to poo, so we left the room, leaving Tim, Moby, and their little baby alone. Moby locked the door and took the massive strap-on out. Moby, "Okay, Papa, I'll let you fudge me right here in the doc's office." So Moby put it on and entered Tim's sweet candy apple. Minus fake Willie showed up on the monitor and was really cool, but soon they realized the head of the dick was bopping the baby on the face. "Ew," the stinky butt baby thought, but the baby couldn't speak yet, so he was quiet. Eventually, Moby was thrusting so hard he accidentally flipped the cum switch, sending the eggy white sperm all inside Tim. "Oh, Moby, you make me moan." The butt baby was not excited about being cummed on and flipped off the monitor, to which Tim and Moby laughed. The baby had enough and started crawling out of Tim's butt. "Oh no, I think I'm in labor." Moby beeped to the doctor and was all like, "Beep, bop, boo, beep, boo." So they all rushed in and watched as the poo baby made its way through his belly. "Oh, I'ma come, you're tickling my prostate, baby." And Tim came all over the doctors. The doctors kinda liked it though and smiled. Moby stretched his long-ass machine arm into Tibum's booty and grabbed the baby with his grabbers. Yanking it out, the baby screamed, "You guys, you suck, I fucking..." But Moby slapped him on the butt and he shut up. Tom And Moby, I have bad news. Your baby has like 3 Benuses, said the doctors. Tim and Moby high fives and walk into the sunset. Maybe Tom's son will fuck a ton of people. Who knows? What we do know is that shit baby is like really cool and half robot. To become, hopefully. End of story. Well, that was Tim X Moby. Be erotic. Eminem.